So let's move on to hockey for top products of the year. We threw a few hockey products in here. 1920 Premier, 1920 Credentials, and 2021 Series 1 Lafreniere. The Lafreniere hype. One thing I will say about hockey cards is they're still relatively affordable. We do 10-box mixers at $59, which is out of this world for any other sports.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's definitely some value there. And I feel like hockey is on the cusp of maybe not overtaking basketball, but bridging the gap between the sports for being sought after. There was just that $1 million Gretzky sale. So I think that legitimizes hockey cards in a sense. That people are going to be like, well, is Crosby the next, the next Gretzky? Is Ovechkin? Is Hughes? Is McDavid? Is Lafreniere the next guy? So I think you're going to see this, and especially with hockey starting back up again, you're going to get a little bit of hype. I know you're going to say your favorite was probably Premier, right?
That's the only one I rip.
That's the one you love. You know and love, old trusty Premier.
I think C-Rad went through all of it. Like, not like everything we had in stock, but I think he went through the whole print run.
The whole print.
The whole thing.
It's
You know what I liked before I started doing a bunch of premiere, putting up a bunch of premieres. It was the other one that didn't have as many base either. It was the one right before premiere that came out.
SPX?
No, not SPX. It was.
Game Used?
I think it started with the I. Illusions. Let me look it up.
Wait,
no.
you're telling me? I thought Panini
'Cause I know
had.
you guys
I thought
do-
Panini had I names like trademarked.
You guys do way more hockey than I do, but let me see. It was another it was like a super dope one.
I know what my favorite product was.
Braden Point, yep. Derek Brassard, yep. Who will be the next Mario Lemieux? Yeah, exactly. I think hockey's on the cusp of really taking off. I just realized that we have a sold-out Bowman draft break, and but we do have one more topic to cover. The biggest moments in the hobby this year.
My favorite product was Allure Hockey.
Allure.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to get it out there before
I think
like.
it was ingrained, bro.
Ingrained, yeah. That was a good one, too, with the wood cards. That was a dope product. So, biggest moments in this hobby. Was it Rob Kardashian hitting the $1 million Brady or whatever they said was $1 million on TMZ? It was like a $5,000 card. Was it, I know now it's a $10 trillion card now. Was it the sale of the Mike Trout Superfractor? Was it the sale of the Giannis Logo Man or the Giannis Prism Black? Was it the sale of the exquisite LeBron? I mean, all these moments kind of propelled during this pandemic, propelled to this hobby where if you guys haven't seen, CNBC did a report. It was the stock market segment with the ticker going down, and it said pandemic surge, things to invest in. It said Bitcoin, gold, sports cards, and Pokemon. Never thought I would see the day that somebody would say, like, smart investments or sports cards. And I know those people that are true hobbyists that will say it's just a hobby. It's supposed to be trading cards. There's people that are dumping out their portfolios of stocks and buying sports cards as future investments. It's crazy to talk about.
But the only teens do that.
What's that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But there's these moments. So maybe there's ones that we're forgetting about. Maybe like the Kevin Durant getting involved in Star Stock, the Gary V stuff. What is the biggest single moment of our hobby for this year? What is it? Because it's been a banner year for this hobby. So what do you guys think? I'll start with C-Rad.
I'm going to say the biggest moment for our hobby this year was obviously what's going on with the world, the pandemic, and then getting the Last Dance, Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big moment because we were already headed towards like a banner year, right, in general for sports cars. Like it was growing before the pandemic. And then when everything hit and everybody was now at home, had more time at home or working from home, and then people were trying to figure out what they were going to do and for the free time, and then probably a lot more people joined the hobby at that point. So I feel like that was the single biggest moment for us this year.
Buster agrees with you. The pandemic is the biggest moment of the hobby. But I totally forgot about the Last Dance. The Last Dance was like the only sport that was on. I mean, it wasn't obviously live, but it was like the only thing us sports fans had. And then I think you had some like, well, let me collect a Jordan rookie card.
Yeah, everybody remember I had a Jordan. I had a Jordan card in the night, even if it wasn't a rookie. They're like, I had a Jordan.
Yep. And then you see what follows suit to that. You got, well, I can't afford a Jordan. Maybe I'll buy a Luka. Maybe I'll buy a LeBron. Maybe I'll buy a Magic Johnson. So it just the series of events that happens afterwards, and then the sales kind of legitimize everything, right? With the trout sale for ungodly amounts, the exquisite ungodly amounts. You also, I mean, you can't discount like what you can't discount what like Gary V's done for the hobby, you know, as far as doing stuff to really be a pioneer for this hobby. Logan Paul with the Pokemon, just like Logic getting involved in Pokemon. It's just all these things that have happened that have propelled and put this industry mainstream, right? So it's Steven wants to know where we never found the biggest moment is never finding the Zion logo, man, and why he didn't get it from you.
Because Zion's not my boy like Luca is.
You would have hit Luca, yeah.
I think we have a case floating around, right? Like
We have a couple houses left.
yeah, a couple boxes.
Maybe
there.
it's still out there. Yeah,
No, I probably in the next random number.
Yeah.
I'm calling my shot.
random number. Crazy.
That'd be huge.
Crazy.
The
Luca logo man auto was pulled, right? And the tray.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The Luca logo, man, for sure.
But I don't think I think it sold. From what I heard it sold privately.
It did. Yeah.
So there's really no documented sale on that.
Dude,
but
I don't know why you know you bought it.
you bought it. Just kidding. Quiet.
It's gonna be in the next buyback product. It's gonna be $73,000 a spot.
70 what?
$73,000 a spot.
I thought he was gonna say $77,000 a spot.
Good deal. Sign
No,
me up.
I know. I should have went 77, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna discount it to 73.
Okay.
It's gonna start at 77.
That's a deal.
Steven's buying the 99 spots, he says. Chris says he's got to say the Wayne Gretzky because it was huge for vintage. And that's a good point because everybody was chasing like the newest cards, but it's like this card, this O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 Wayne Gretzky, $1 million. Wow, vintage. And I think what people are going to realize is like the pop report on these Zions and these Lucas are in the 20, 30, 40,000s, right? Where you have like these vintage cards that are in the 1 to 2,000. So there's really a lot less of these vintage cards out there than there is of these newer cards. And you got to bank on the fact that like look what happened with Ja. I think it's fine. He's gonna be back in 3 to 5 weeks, but
Scary moment for if you're a collector of Ja for sure.
The Gretzky one, just a little side note on it. It's a little tricky because there's an O-Pee-Chee rookie and there's a Topps rookie. So they both go for a lot, but the one that sold, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was the O-Pee-Chee.
Okay.
So, and they both look identical.
PSA 10 was it?
Yeah. So that's another thing. Like, I don't know if the pop report, if there's more O-Pee-Chees or if there's more Topps.
yeah, we'll definitely have to do that.
Yeah.